champions for the first time in franchise history.
Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Standing in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Line to the right side. Grichuk is there to make the play, and Ellsbury becomes the first out of the ball game.
Second baseman.
Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's hitless in 6 tries. A bouncer to the left side. Donaldson's there. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Designated hitter,
In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Pilar. Gone!
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at-bat of the year, kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at-bat, home run, not a bad way to start.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
This is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat. Here's Didi Gregorius. Popped him up. Smoke in foul ground. And no one can get there. We'll try it again. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line. Sanchez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he's safe. And they lead now by 4. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out. Well, that was certainly worth another look with show track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pilar's there. And the inning is over. Now to the plate, Kevin Pilar. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
He throws him on the fastball there. Kevin Pilar is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Torreyes is there. 2 down.
Batting third, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fastball in there for a called strike. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Ready for another chance? Jacoby Ellsbury hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Line to the right side and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Into the box now, Ronald Torreyes reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to first, and they get him both.
I thought this way Fortnite.
Up next for the game.
First at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Pierce is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Here's Justin Smoke now, and they are in mode, looking at a 6-0 deficit already in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Plug the mic in.
How is that? Better?
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, designated hitter.
Here's Kendrys Morales. Previous history with Sabathia. He's hitting .360. He's taken him deep once.
Hey, Kobe, how do you feel about Kendrys Morales? That's strikeout.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 0-2 coming from Sabathia. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to get...
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nice job. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 9.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left.
Keep it coming.
Gone to lead off the inning. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. This one also hit deep to left field. Pierce ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the fourth blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing deep.
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back to back to back home runs.
Now batting, third baseman
Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
That was so late.
On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Here's Brett Gardner now. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's 0 for 9. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit well on the ground to first. Smoke takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Greg Bird. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. 3 runs already home here. Pulled toward right center field. Villar's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they get. Here's Steve Pierce now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Popped him up. Bird has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
batting eighth, right fielder.
Stepping in for the Jays. Rendell Gritcher. Now the first pitch from CeCe. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Gritcher, a native Texan. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury.
Center fielder.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Popped him up.
Who says that?
Is under it. He's got it one away.
Strike, batter, strike.
The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Pierce racing back, and it's gone.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Here's big Aaron Judge. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Short, hit hard, and that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Here's Didi Gregorius. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Gritchett racing back, still ranging back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Brandon Drury will bat next, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Travis there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pillar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Fouled away. The 0-2 delivery.
Blue Jay fans.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Gregorius onto the grass. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And digging in to try it again, Brett Gardner. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. First pitch on its way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Richard ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. First delivery to him on the way. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Travis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. Here's Justin Smoke now. Leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more from Sabathia. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. Bird in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Here's Kendrys Morales looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Gotta change for a sinker.
And it looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Oh, why did I do it there? Go higher.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later.
Their first hit of the game. Oh my gosh. No.
A solo home run off the bat of Troy Tulowitzki. First home run of the campaign for him, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. Here's Steve Pearce now. Pearce is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Ronald Torre is the next to bat. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Popped him up. Travis is calling for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. No balls and 1 strike.
That was so not my fault. He just dipped.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Giancarlo Stanton sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Pierce is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Here's Randall Grichuk. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. Want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And he fouls this one off. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Toronto. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Gardner is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1-2. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pillar going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the
Ready once again, Didi Gregorius. Big game for him so far. He's homered twice and added a triple for good measure. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Smoke over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Drury 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Travis. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hit down the line at first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. No hits to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. high in the air out to center field. Judge is on the move. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Better not be a hit.
Here's Justin Smoke now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Ball high. Speaker.
Sabathia gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. One run, just one hit, one error thus far for Toronto. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. The next 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
What? No, I still caught that.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Smoke leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Snap throw from the catcher. He gets back in time. And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brett Gardner. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Brett Gardner.
This is pulled into right.
Thank you.
And
That was a
Gardner's
strike.
gonna reach. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
High in the air out to center field. Pilar is there, and he has it for the first out. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He was a double play victim last time around. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Pilar is there, and they go down in a hurry here as it's time. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. In there, 0-1. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame.
Oof.
Danny Barnes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Giancarlo Stanton now. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Don't miss. Don't miss.
Pierce is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I hate. Tell the
A 1 pitch on its way. Popped him up.
Well.
And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground. Travis fields it cleanly.
Whoa.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Russell Martin now starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these stats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 coming from Sabathia. Skied into straightaway right. Torres onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Devin Travis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first, and the Yankees move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. 13-1 is the final lopsided score. The New York Yankees came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. CC Sabathia earns his first win of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game.
He had more home runs than Troy Tulowitzki had hits. That's sad. Wow. who are we facing? The Blue Jays. We have Ross Chapman, SPD. SPD.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The New York Yankees are trying to hold their one-run lead here in the ninth, but that's very much hanging in the balance with the tying run in scoring position. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Struck him out. So he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. New York came.
Oh, 7-1. Oh, it's in my soul. I hit the devil. I know. Champion, rise to the feet, now rise it up.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Gary Sanchez is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. Popped him up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 7-1, the final score in tonight's. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home.
How many outs? I need to know.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Masahiro Tanaka is on the mound here in the 8th, trying to preserve his shutout, but he does find himself in a bit of a jam. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's gone 3 for 8. Pulled toward right center field. Torreyes shading to his right. 1 out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. 0-1 the count. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gregorius into shallow left. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. The historic old State House here. Here's J.D. Martinez. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here's Hanley Ramirez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, The more the hitters have seen you, this is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Hicks is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Mookie Betts. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Betts has lots of power.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Hicks has a read on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Yankees took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.
We're beating Detroit. Ray Gardner.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Brett Gardner has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one, looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. That's in there, base hit. And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Yankees forced to settle for 1. 9-1-2 scheduled. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Iglesias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Oh, my bad.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Okay, that was my first.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Yanks took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jordan Montgomery gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.
Welcome to MLB The Show. Let's explore all of the gameplay options to help you decide which options are best for you. To use directional hitting, move the left stick in any direction. When using button accuracy throwing, it's important to hold the button of the base you'd like to throw to before the ball is picked up. This is
Leading off for the Astros, center fielder, number 4, George Springer. Batting second, third baseman, number 2, Alex Reckman.
Off the plate, ball 1. Two balls, no strike.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
He's out.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Oh, that's a foul ball. 3.
Get off of the ball.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Rex Gardner.
No, that's foul.
Batting second, right fielder, Aaron Judge. Batting third, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
D-Rod.
Safe. Wait, that was only 2 out. Oh my God, I could use more